just gotta know.
You ever feel like life just coming at you a million miles an hour?
You just gotta know.
You just gotta know. Somebody's holding it all together.
Hey, my name's Mike. I'm the pastor of student ministries here at Calvary on 8th Street, head of Fusion and Refuge. And I wanted to tell you about something that's near and dear to us that you need to know if you're a part of Calvary 8 Students, and that is our values. Our values are a statement of who we are and who we are becoming and who we desire to be. And so all these values kind of drive everything that we do. They also are a statement of the kind of place that we try to have around here. And we're very, very passionate about making sure that these values are upheld, because if they're not upheld, what happens is people don't feel safe, they don't feel comfortable to belong, and we want them to feel like they belong. We want you to feel like you belong. And so I want to take a few minutes just to walk through these things with you. Our first value is that you matter. We say that you matter because you exist. And the reason we say that is because God created us. And God created every single human being and said, you are very, very good. In fact, in Ephesians chapter 2, he says that every human being is a masterpiece, a work of art, like the Mona Lisa or the Sistine Chapel or whatever work of art you want to imagine. That's what God says that every single human being is. And so every single person that's a part of our ministry matters. So that if you're watching this right now, that means that God has a purpose for your life. That means that you have been uniquely gifted and shaped to be a particular type of person that is a gift to the world. And if you are not you, then we are not better. And so we want to make sure that not only to know that you matter, but that you actually have gifts and talents to make us better. Our second value is that words matter. Now, in the beginning of the story of the Bible, God actually spoke creation into existence with his words. I mean, that's pretty cool. I wish I could make things appear with my words, like pizza, boom, there it is. I wish I could do that, but I can't. I don't have that power. If you have that power, can you please let me know, because that would be pretty sweet. However, God gave Adam the task of naming the animals. That was pretty important. So he gave these animals an identity, creation an identity. Now, our words have the same type of power. We say that words, our words, human beings' words, have the power to create storylines that people can choose to walk into. Now, it doesn't mean that the words that you say makes people do things, all right? What it means is that when you say something to someone, it creates a storyline, sometimes we say a narrative, a way of living that someone else can choose to walk into. Now, they have that choice. So, for example, when you use words like stupid, idiot, moron, dork, whatever words that you use to tear someone down, that creates a storyline, a way of life, a destiny, if you will, that people can walk into. Now, they have the choice to walk into that. But you know what? If you have enough people saying that to you, and you're saying that to yourself, I mean, those are the words that are the hardest, right? The words that you say to yourself. That's a storyline you can walk into. And your words have that much power. So when we're here at Calvary 8 Students, we want to do whatever it takes to use words that actually lift people up, lift their spirits. The word encourage, pretty easy, it actually means to instill courage, to put in courage to someone. And so our words can actually do that. They have that kind of power. In fact, in the book of James, it says that our tongue has the power to put force on fire, right? It also says that our words in Proverbs are like honey. They're like a honeycomb. They're so sweet to our soul. So words have that power and they matter. Our third value is respect matters. Now, there may be a phrase that you've heard adults say before. Maybe you've heard this. The phrase respect is earned. Have you ever heard that phrase before? Respect is earned. Well, friends, I'm here to tell you that is not true. It's a lie. Now, they didn't intend to lie to you if those adults told you that, but it's not true, because Noah Webster, the guy who wrote the dictionary, says that respect is deeply admiring someone for their gifts, qualities, and achievements. In other words, respect is actually deeply admiring someone for who God has created them to be. And friends, that is not something that you have to earn from anyone. That is something that you give as a gift to someone. Deeply admiring someone for who they are is a gift. It's something you give to someone. Now, trust, that's earned. You have to earn my trust. I don't trust a lot of you. That's okay, I hope I can. But respect, that I can give you. And what we say with respect is, what respect does is call out the good in other people. Out loud, by name, because words have that much power, right? So respect is calling out the good in someone. It's deeply admiring someone for who they are. It's saying, hey, God's made you this way, and I think that's really cool. When I see someone, when you come to a meeting here, whether Refuge or Fusion or events or whatever, and there's someone sitting by themselves, and one of you goes up to them and just kind of buddy, and just makes them feel welcome, I call that out. I said, I just want to tell you how awesome that was that you did that. That's so cool. That's so loving that you did that. I'm really proud of you. That's calling out the good. That is respect. So do that. I promise you, if you do that, if you just did that one thing in your life, if you called out the good in someone else, you can change their destiny. Because our words have that power, and calling out the good has that kind of power. And so we value that here at Calvary 8 Students. Call out the good in people. Respect matters. Our final value that we have is that God matters. Now this, it seems obvious because we're in a church, but a lot of times, we can easily do stuff and go through the motions and not talk about God and not really do life with God. See, we believe that Jesus is the center of all of our lives. He's not just the top on a priority list. He's not like a checkbox. He's not like, this is part of what we do. I'm a Jesus dude. I go to school. I'm a son. That's not how it works. We say Jesus is the center of our lives. He drives everything that we do. And so Jesus is the center of our lives. His way of life that he's given to us and he's shown us is the best possible way to live. So of course God matters. So we're going to talk about Jesus. We're going to talk about God and how he can have a significant, not only impact in our lives, but that he changes our lives from the inside out for the better. He is all of our lives. He is the center of everything. And I pray that when you're here, you get a chance to experience that amazing love that God has, the mercy, the empowerment that God gives you, that miracle power that raised Jesus from the dead is the same power he gives to us as human beings when Jesus is in the center of our lives. So of course, he matters. Friends, I'm going to tell you, if you hold these 4 values, if you come here and say, this is who I am, and this is who I'm becoming, if you hold these 4 things, that you matter, and words matter, and respect matters, and God matters, I'm telling you, the world will change. You actually will make a difference right where you are and for the rest of your lives. It is a life lesson, and I pray that this is the type of community that we are, and to uphold those values. We would do anything to make sure that we are this type of community. We're really glad that you're here. We're really glad that you're a part of Calvary 8 Students. I'm really looking forward to getting to know you better, and I pray that you get to know God better. We'll see you soon.
Take me higher than I've been before. It's your perfect love that sets me sore. God, you're free.